on that inaugural stage, when Melania Trump came down their stairs, I was officially displaced as the most famous Slovenian American in Washington, D.C. It was really traumatic, and she was actually born, this is a true story, an hour away from where my relatives are from in Slovenia. It's like every time I look at her, it's like looking in the mirror. So I actually, as some of you may have heard, spent New Year's Eve on the Ukrainian front with John McCain and Lindsey Graham. New Year's Eve, which one do you kiss? And it's really a true story. So there we were literally on the front line with President Poroshenko, the Ukrainian troops, snow coming at our faces, right next to the sea, and Poroshenko on live Ukrainian TV wants to show American might, wants to show Putin, wants to show Trump. So there the three of us are standing there, no idea this was gonna happen. He presents McCain with a machine gun. He presents Lindsey Graham with a pistol. And I'm like, and he presents me with 2 daggers. That's really happened. And then later on, when we got back to Kyiv, they decided that that was just a little sexist. I was totally happy with the 2 daggers. There was no debate. And so then they also gave me a pistol. So then they, luckily for all of us, the Navy confiscated all the weapons. And McCain just keeps saying, "Where's my machine gun?" Over the past few months, we've heard one White House official coin the phrase alternative facts. Another official said that the press should keep its mouth shut. The president himself has gone after the press almost daily on Twitter, in speeches, and somewhat ironically at press conferences, dismissing any outlets that run stories critical of his administration as fake news. And news outlets were actually barred from entering a White House news briefing. This all really hit home to me when I was visiting the Carter Center in Atlanta. And I saw this quote. By the way, Minnesotans are the only ones that go to the Carter Center in Atlanta and just look for the Mondale stuff, okay? Like, where was Joan's dress? No, where's this? That's what I did. Okay, so as I was looking for all the Mondale memorabilia in the Carter Center, I saw this quote from Walter Mondale on the wall, and I actually had not remembered this quote, and it says this: "We told the truth, we obeyed the law, we kept the peace." We told the truth, we obeyed the law, we kept the peace. Those words seemed so simple then, almost too simple, but today they carry so much weight. Journalists seek out the truth, you make sure politicians tell the truth and obey the law, and having the freedom to do your job is critical. These attacks on the press aren't acceptable, and they are an affront to our democracy. Our founders enshrined freedom of the press in our Constitution for a reason. Thomas Jefferson said that our first objective as a nation should be to leave open all avenues to truth, and that the most effective way of doing this is through freedom of the press. The American people deserve the truth, and we are all relying on MinnRoast and our other news outlets to keep digging for it. As the daughter of a journalist who loved his work, I take this personally and seriously. Our democracy depends on you having the freedom to do your job and do it well.